It's high noon. Draw. Oh yeah?
Destiny is never left to chance. Your reward! Breathe!
Back at you! So long! It's over!
And like me! Kingdom Hearts!
See ya!
Shine! Judgment! Give me power! Be gone!
So long! Here we go! Heal! Nice!
Breathe!
Take this! Over here! See ya! Take this!
Give me power!
See ya! Give me strength! Huh? Nice!
Give me power!
Back off! It's over! Yeah! Yeah! Back off! It's over there!
Shine! Judgment! Give me power! Judgment!
Nice!
Keyblade!
Back at ya! Take this! Yeah. Take this. Yeah. It's over. Yeah.
Give me power!
Yeah. See ya. Yeah. Yeah. Take this. Yeah.
This is not what was written.
No sign of the boy.
What a bummer. Ah! Fairy godmother.
Oh, I hope I didn't startle you.
Not at all. What brings you here?
Well, dear, I was asked to come by Merlin and Master Yen Sid. Now, Barry is... Oh, Riku. Yes, Riku is his name.
Here, I'm Riku.
Why, it's nice to meet you. Now, I'd like you to tell me about the dreams that you've been having, dear.
Huh? My dreams? There's one. It was dark, and I was surrounded by tall buildings. I was looking around for Sora when I felt someone watching me from way up high.
And?
And that's all I remember.
Ugh.
But what happens next?
Oh, I know.
Huh?
Why Riku's dream?
Oh, because Master Yen Sid was worried. You weren't having any luck finding Sora. And because Riku had been in Sora's dreams before, he thought perhaps Riku just may be the key. That's why he and Merlin asked me to come here and look into his dreams, since of course dreams are my specialty.
So Riku's dreams might hold the key?
Yes, dear. I'm sure there's something there that leads to Sora.
In my dreams?
And the other two.
Hello, it's Master347 for I guess, well, the finale of the limitcut episode. We are now done. We just defeated Master Xehanort. And we even saw the ending. I'll talk about that a bit later, but for now I'm going to talk about a bit of the battle. Yeah, pretty brutal. What's tough about the fight in general is the openings. They are so hard to come by. Like, you need to have pinpoint accuracy with some of these openings, they're insane. And even if you do hit them enough times, if you don't combo him enough, he disappears way faster than usual. I made quite a few mistakes here, but honestly, I'm just going to be alive. But yeah. And I have no shame in using that link to escape that DM. I just couldn't do it. Just no. Yeah, forget that. But anyway, starting with, even his very first attack took me a few attempts to get past. But basically, he throws a bunch of meteors at you. But here's the thing, you gotta time it just right to dodge the next meteor and the beam at the same time and blocking the others. It's a lot harder than it looks, seriously. If you block at the right, if you block wrong and you keep blocking and blocking, you won't have enough time to actually dodge the beam. That's what's frustrating about it. However, though, luckily there is a secret way to do some damage to him. Always after that move, he'll throw like a keyblade at you, which does ice, fire, and thunder damage. You get close to him though. Don't just stand there. You need to get close to him, then block it and counter and actually do some hits. However, though, if he does hit it with you instead of a bunch of times, he moves straight into his next one. You won't just wind back around and do that meteor move again. But you want to do it, you're doing all the hits you can. His next move is first DM, basically his mini one. Basically, it's not too difficult once you figure out what to do. But try and do it with no damage is pretty absurd. But basically, it's like with Master Xehanort did that phase where he made the room all glowing lighty. But the good news is there is no rage form. So yeah. And also the next gimmick. When he makes all these beams of light follow around and stuff. They can actually be blocked, but it's really tough to do when you're also trying to get past his first shockwave. Then his most frustrating attack is when he throws like these transformed keyblades at you, like these pinwheels, which could actually freeze you. Yeah, that's the thing about them. They are very tricky. You think, I just block these, I'll be done. But then they call it explosion. And in my case, if you're at a certain distance, the explosion is too far away. But if I was like a lot more further away or something, and then it exploded, I would be frozen right now. Yeah. Then he throw two of them, and then throw the third one. In that time, he'll linger for a tiny bit, give you a chance to stagger him. If you don't do that, then you have to dodge a bunch more, including another combo attack, and then finish him off. But you need to finish him off because he just wind back around and do the assault over again, and you have to hit him to get out of that first DM. That's how it works. Then he'll start this giant light show. The beams, whether it's those white small beams, the giant red beams, they cannot be blocked, only evaded. It's a little tough getting the timing down. It took me a few tries to get past that timing, so it's a little tough. And even then I still messed up. But here's the thing, very important. You think, okay, he's going to come in and start attacking me, right? Perfect time to counter. No. This is what's really weird about this guy. You think, because you fought pretty much every single of these guys, with a point where if you just counter at the right moments, you can block him. He only has one time, I think, throughout the whole fight, so we can actually no, two times. He only has two moves I can think of, we can actually properly counter him. All the others are a bit weird. So when he does his close range attack, the first one you can block, but the second one, don't block, dodge. It is blockable, but when you block and counter, he won't stagger. He does stagger if you dodge the second hit and then attack him. Yeah, it's really weird. It's pretty much an upward swing, but if he does an upward swing, it's a sign you can actually attack him. Then they throw all unlimited pinwheels at you, tons and tons of them at once, and they can freeze you. Yeah. So basically, depending on if you dodge the attack or not, he'll throw probably one first or two first straight away. Probably two first if you did like me and attacked it and countered him. Then there's a bunch of ones like in quick succession. But the fifth one he'll throw farther away. And that's when you use air step again to do some more damage. Then they actually try and charge you again, but except it's just the same upward swing. Remember to just dodge that and attack. What does he do afterwards? Again, he has a pattern, but he has so many attacks, it's really hard to memorize what the hell did he do next afterwards? He, a bunch of those, oh right, yeah, he tried to counter me. Basically, he shoot a bunch of beams at you and then you have to counter him. But this is one of the other times you can actually counter attack him. And he very rarely does it, but you want to do that, because not only do you counter him, it dodges those other beams as well, so it's really used And then I think he actually likes to throw his keyblade at you again to do some ice, fire and thunder damage, but you can actually easily blocked. If you did enough damage to him though, he goes straight to his proper DM. Otherwise what we do instead is that he just shoot a bunch of beams at you and stuff in a row. and he's actually in the very middle of the arena. And after the third beam, if you time it right and dodge the third beam, then go attack him, you can actually get some more hits in and stuff. But by then, most likely he have more than health down, will do his proper DM. And for this one, yeah, I just use the D-Link. But I realised that the D-Link you want to use is actually 8-bit Blast with Wreck-It Ralph, because his DM lasts a lot longer. And instead of having to just press triangle to go through the animation, from which then most likely you'll be in the middle of a combo and die, because the thing is, it may protect you from attacks, but you still get hit by HP until it's reduced to 1. So yeah, Wreck-It Ralph lasts a lot longer. So instead of just using his finisher, I just press L to cancel. And then I just quickly threw a high potion, and that was that. They deserve those beams again. However though, you probably noticed that during his DM, he transforms his Keyblade into a bunch of other accessories too. The whip, which is long range, the fists, which can actually stun you, but the one move which is not blockable is where he makes his Keyblade into like a dual wielding one. Not only is it not unblockable, if it hits you, your HP will reduce to 1. Yes, we're at that gimmick again. Except the only difference is, it only does that close range attack, so it isn't as often. So having the elixir ready or changing into a form would be pretty useful. I think that you can counter him a few times during that, but it's very few far between. He'd then like to mix up his attacks by shooting beams to you and using those 3 different types of Keyblade transformations to attack you in certain orders. Just remember, the whip and the fist can be blocked. The dual Keyblade that he's wielding cannot, and it reduces HP to 1. Then afterwards, it's pretty much almost like similar to before, where he just starts shooting beams or throwing a bunch of icicles at you and stuff. If you take too long though and stuff or whatever, also before he does his main DM, he'll go back to his other one first, do that light show again. But that's only if you're really slow and not doing barely enough damage. I got so sick and tired of those icicle things, because you make one mistake and you're dead. But yeah, those those throwing wind pinwheel ones, yeah, those actually do freeze damage. At the end, I just couldn't take it anymore, so I bit the bullet and decided to equip myself with a snowman rosette, which gives you freeze protection. I'm going to tell you how to make it. This is post-game. You should be more than prepared by now to synthesize items. If not, then how the... I don't even want to... You crazy? But anyway, yeah. So you should obviously be able to make that by now. I guess you could also get a specific medal that gives you protection as well, an accessory, but you do certain minigames for that. But yeah, that's what I did. Basically, I couldn't deal with those attacks, because you make one mistake and that's it. It's similar to basically with Sykes when he throws his weapon at you, it causes stun. I just couldn't dodge every single one of them all the time. I had to have a fail-safe. So, freeze protection. Speaking of which, let's actually put a proper one back on. Let's see. Oh right, yes. We got something new, didn't we? Master Belt. Grants an incredible boost in defense and a small boost in dark. Very nice, actually. Has the most defense in the whole game. There we go. But yeah, definitely the toughest. Not even a contest. It is the toughest. Xehan's pretty brutal too, but not in the. But at least with Xehan, there's some more chances for openings. That is the toughest part about Master Xehanort. The fact that he barely has any openings, not nearly enough, and the only way to get to that opening is to get past all of his attacks. There is no cheap way of getting past his opening as far as I know. So yeah. But with that, we are now done. And the ending basically, about, I guess the ending in limitcut basically explains a bit more about the secret ending we got during that update, all those pretty much about a year ago. But anywho, so it seems that Riku's dreams are connected. That could explain why Riku was I can explain in the secret ending why Riku was also there and not just Sora. That it's all in a dream. But I mean, the fairy godmother coming out of nowhere was one thing. I mean, where did she come from? Okay, the fairy godmother? Alright, whatever. So yeah, she kind of came out of nowhere. But that's not really my main complaint. The main complaint was, you go straight to the secret boss. Yeah, there's no in between. It isn't like with Remind where you automatically unlock the limited episode and then you get to do it after you've saved. You have to save, then it goes straight into the cutscene, and that was bullshit. I'm sorry, I don't like that at all. I thought it didn't even make any sense. They didn't do that in limit cut, so why do that with a secret episode? We're that desperate to get people to see the bad ending? Yeah, okay, there's multiple endings, and I got the bad one. I'm not even surprised there. I mean, I just finished fighting Data Master Xehanort, and I go straight to another secret boss. It's bullshit. I don't like that at all. That was just dumb. No excuse for that at all. Just poor programming. This poor design. I mean, there's no way you'll be able to defeat that guy just after fighting through this guy. You're just not mentally prepared. Just no. Poor shenanigans on that, because that's bullshit. So yeah, I dare you to defend that in the comments, because that was bullshit. Let's go straight to the secret ending, or I mean the secret episode without just dumb. No, that wasn't cool. You can't tell because I edited out, because it wouldn't be right just to show that off right after this episode, because that's going to the secret episode. But if you scratch that, you're going to lose. When you actually lose the fight against Yuzura, afterwards you get the bad ending and stuff, and then its secret episode is unlocked. So you're probably confused then, so how does it work, the secret episode and stuff? Is it like saved? Sort of. It's based on this, it's based on the latest save file right here, this one. Actually, I'm going to say this right now because I spent a little bit of money on some high potions. I did this on purpose to not get confused which save file or whatever. But yeah, actually I can show it off right now for those who are not confused. So go to the title screen, it will be saved. So how it works is, it says, it goes through all of that, and then it says, not that, secret episode. So what happens afterwards is that it just goes down into content right here, and then I think that cutscene will go up again. I haven't clicked into it, but I'm pretty sure that's what happens. And then afterwards, you have to prepare with Sora and stuff and whatever, and basically, well, just fight Yuzura. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that cutscene would show again, so I'll show it off again and stuff. But I wasn't going to show it off here because it didn't make any sense and stuff, considering this is to do with the DLC, with limit cut episode, not the secret episode. So yeah, I put that in with the other one instead. But whew, mostly it was pretty fun. I really enjoyed that. I got a feeling they did this because people were saying Kingdom Hearts 3 was too easy, and to be fair, with the links you can easily destroy bosses, especially with Wreck-It Ralph. He is broken, so yeah, I'm not surprised. It seems really easy, like ridiculously easy, but whatever. But with that, we are now done with the limited episode. Now I begin with the secret episode, where we fight, well, the secret boss Yuzura, the toughest boss in the entire game, maybe even the entire series, I don't know. But yeah, so oof, I'm going to prepare for him. Well, I'm going to level up a bit actually. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to level to level 99 first before fighting him. I'm not going to do this at a lower level. I want to be completely prepared. I'm also low on elixirs and stuff. I don't want to keep just using high potions. I want to use my best items possible. I may even level up my keyblades as well, all of them, just to be extra prepared in case certain strategy doesn't work. so that way I cover all my bases. So yeah, with that, we're now done with the Limitcut episode, and of course you can refight these guys many times you want, and I assume especially for Shield and Master Xehanort, you can get accessories again, so get some grinders if you want, if you really want extra defenses. I don't need to, but you can if you want. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was definitely a lot of fun. I hope you guys like this unique way of how I did things where I talked afterwards. That's not going to change. I'm going to do that for the secret episode too. I am not fighting your Sora with live commentary. No way. I will do that post commentary. And I will show off both endings too. I got a feeling every time you die, you show off the bad ending every time you get killed. So I'll show both of them as well. I might as well, because getting a bad ending is not tough if you just lose. Why is a bad ending? That's none of your business. Play the game yourself, or just watch on YouTube. But I will tell you about that once we get to it. So next time will be the secret episode. Maybe we'll fight probably the toughest boss maybe in the whole series, but not sure if the whole Kingdom Hearts series, but at least the whole game. I hope we were kidding. Mysterious Figure is still the toughest for being cheap ass douche in his randomness. Birthplace sleep. But there we go. With that, this is Max from 347. Game with obviously the platformer. Stay classy. Finally done for today's episode. The secret episode, that's gonna be brutal.